Okay, boys and girls, this is our homework 10.4 area of composite figures. So a couple things. What we need to do is, let me just get my marker. It says draw straight lines to divide each figure. Describe two ways that you can find the area of each figure. So the first way for figure 1, what we could do is it's a parallelogram. So first way would be base times height. So area equals base times height. The second way is we're going to make it into two triangles. So I have two triangles here, and those triangles are identical. They're equal. So the second way would be 2 times. Now you have to figure out the area of each triangle, which would be 1/2 base times height, or just BH. Okay, so the next one, it says divide the figure into two triangles. So the first way to figure out the area for this would be use a trapezoid, because it's a trapezoid. So area will equal 1/2 the height times B1 plus B2. And the second way to do this is to break them up into two triangles. But the triangles are not equal, so you would just have to say, figure out the two areas. So 1/2 base times height would be the first one, plus 1/2 base times height is the second one. So there's two triangles there, and that you would have to have the two formulas separate for that. Okay, so number 3 went over in class. 4 and 5 are relatively easy. So let's go over number 6 a little bit. Number 6 is a little bit tricky, so be patient with me because I'm going to try to draw this the best that I can. I think I might have a line tool. I do. Okay, so let's try the line tool. So I'm going to draw, and it might not look perfect, but there's the X. Oops, I guess I got to get it again, the line tool. And let's draw that. I didn't get it right. The Y. I'm not sure how to move it on this, so I'm just going to let it go like that. It should be fine. Okay, when you plot this out, you're going to need to label the X and Y axes. So the Y is going to be up top, the X will be down here, and you're going to need to label it out, meaning number everything. So I'm not going to do that to save time. So when we plot these out, let me just get a thicker marker. So I'm going to plot out A. A is going to be -3, 6. So 1, 2, 3, and then up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to put A right there. Let me just get my eraser and erase those. So that will be A, right there. B is -3, -3. So we go over 3 and then down 3. 1, 2, 3. And B will go right there. C is going to be 2, -1. So C will go there. D is 6, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -1 will be D. And then E is 2, 4, so go over 2 and up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and again, when you do this, you should have all the numbers there. So what you're going to do is connect the dots. And I'm going to connect the dots, and I'm going to get a figure, and this is going to be my figure. Okay, so to figure out the area, what you would need to do, and I don't want to move it. The whole thing's not going to move with me, but for B, it says figure out the area. What you're going to need to do is connect E and C. When you connect E and C, you're going to have a trapezoid. Here's number 1, that's the trapezoid. Here's number 2, and that's going to be the triangle. So you figure out the area for each, and then when you do that, you're going to add them together. That will give you the area for the entire figure. Now C is a little tricky. So C, and again, I can't move the whole screen, so I'm going to just read off C. C says point F lies on EC. So point F is going to be along here somewhere. It says the area of the triangle EDF. Now, EDF is going to be E up here, going down to D, and F is going to be along EC somewhere. So that's going to be the triangle. It's 3/5 the area of EDC. All right. So I'm going to help you a little bit with this. So the area of EDC, if I count over, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we count over, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be the base. And the height is 5. When you go on over here, E to C, it's 5. So the area for EDC will be 1/2 base times height. So it'll be 4 times 5, and that'll be 1/2 of 20, and 1/2 of 20 is going to be 10. So this area is going to be 10 units squared. Okay, so it's 10. Now, it says in C, it says EDF is 3/5 the area of EDC. So we're going to multiply 3/5 times 10, and that's going to give me 6. So the new area for the new triangle is going to be 6. So what I need to do is figure out how far down from E I'm going to come over. So we already know that the height is 4 right here. So I'm going to set up an equation. Let me see if I could erase some of these. And my equation is going to be, to solve this, and it's a little tricky, but we already know that it's going to be 6 is the area of the new triangle. So 6 will equal 1/2, and we already know the base because it's down here is 4. We just don't know the height. Or you could argue and say that's the height, and then we got to figure out the base. It kind of doesn't matter. So we'll just do it like that. So to solve this, you're going to get 3. Because 1/2 of 4 is 2, so it's 2b equals 6. Divide by 2, divide by 2. And again, I can't move it down, but it's going to be 3. So you need to come down from E3 and connect it. And that's going to be where F is going to be. And that'll be your new triangle there. So a little tricky. Do your best on that. All right, so this one, number 7, it's a parallelogram. It's made up of a trapezoid and triangle. The areas of the triangle is 28. So this is 28, the whole area, so you need to figure out the height. So it's 1/2 base times height. Area equals, we already know that the area is 28 equals 1/2. The base is 8 times the height. You'll solve and you'll get 7 for the height. Now it says the parallelogram, the area of the parallelogram, so we already know that the bases right here and here are going to be 20. So it's base times height. And when you figure out base times height, you'll be able to solve that very easily. All right. Okay, so the last one, you have a trapezoid, and you also have a square. So you should know that a square has all sides are equal on a square, so that should help you figure out what the two bases are. And then the height, if you look carefully, if this is 7 here, this whole thing's 19, that should help you with the height for the